Hello and welcome to Motorscribes. I'm Vikram Gore and with me is the newly launched Tata Sierra. Now we already have a couple of videos up on the channel where we've shown you all the color options. We teased the vehicle as well when they did the unveil in Bombay about a week ago. But today they've finally taken the wraps off the Sierra. And I know that a lot of you have had a lot of questions. So this video is actually dedicated to you guys where I'm actually going to answer a whole bunch of questions that came in on the channel over this past week about the new Tata Sierra. So the number one question that I got was, where is a black version? Do we get a dark edition? Is that going to happen? The answer is a very strong yes. I have it confirmed from a Tata employee that a black version will be introduced sooner rather than later. Will it be called the Dark Storm? I don't know. Will it have dual tone interiors? Will it have dark interiors? Will it keep the same interiors? Those are questions for a later date. But I do know that a black version will be there in the market, and I've got that answer for you straight from Tata Motors. The other big question that you guys have had is, what are the engine options available on the new Tata Sierra? So to start with, you get three engine options. Of course, the one that's the talk of town is the Hyperion 1.5 turbo GDI petrol. That's the gasoline direct injection one. It delivers 160 PS of power, 255 Newton meters of torque, and it's paired with a 6-speed automatic. Now that's the all-new 1.5 turbocharged petrol engine that you're going to get with the new Tata Sierra. You also get a naturally aspirated 1.5 liter version, which is called the Revotron. That delivers 106 PS of power and 145 Newton meters of torque. That's paired with a 6-speed manual or with a 7-speed DCA AT. Last but not the least, for all you diesel lovers out there is the 1.5 liter turbo diesel that you do get. It comes with a manual and automatic. Both are 6-speed transmissions. The diesel incidentally delivers 118 PS of power, 260 Newton meters of torque with the manual, and a slightly bumped up 280 Newton meters of torque with the automatic. So these are your tech specs on the engine and what you do get underneath the hood. Which brings us to our next question that everybody's been asking, and some have even been doubting whether Tata would go in that direction or not. And that is, do we get an all-wheel drive version? Now, this is where the fun part is. We didn't really have to coax Tata for the information. In fact, during the product presentation, they had the three engine options up there, and they also had a nice little AWD forthcoming. Now, what's powering it? Will it be an ICE version? Will the electric version be the AWD as well? Like we've seen on the Harrier, because that's what they did over there. Is that the same game that they're going to play with the Sierra? Or are we going to get an ICE version with an all-wheel drive? I'm kind of hoping that we do get like a diesel all-wheel drive version as well, because this would just be so much more fun. But yeah, there is an AWD on the cards. More details on that later. Okay, that brings us to safety. Now, Tata Motors has been all about safety, and getting a 5-star rating is just something that they do now. It's like the norm for them. But with the Sierra, they did something very interesting. They didn't just crash it into a massive block to do their test. They crashed one Sierra into the other at a 50% offset to see what it's like in a more real-world scenario. And the results were actually quite impressive. The door still opened. The occupant area was extremely well protected. You didn't have any significant damage to any of the dummies on board, which have the sensors that tell you if there's a life-threatening moment at any point. None of that occurred. So yes, it passes all the standard tests. It comes packed with safety features. You get ADAS level 2 on board. We're talking about 6 airbags on board, everything that you want, all the bells and whistles, blind spot cameras and more. So Tata has really gone all out with the new Sierra when it comes to safety, as well as pushed the envelope of safety testing as well with it, just to prove a point that they are committed to safety. And this brings us to our last question. I know that everybody's had their eyes on the Sierra. It is a head turner. It's possibly the first really solid Tata product out there that just strikes that emotional chord, from the get-go. And I know that's what it does for me. And the price has been the biggest question out there. So at 11.49 lakhs for the introductory price of the base model Tata Sierra, I think we have a winner on our cards. I know that Hyundai really has a reason to be worried. The Creta starts at about 10.7, 10.8 and 11.49 for something that comes with a reasonable amount of kit. Even the base model gets a lot of kit on board. So, getting that pricing right was something that Tata was really gunning for, and I think that they've got the Creta straight in their crosshairs. It is the number one mid-size SUV out there, and Tata is gunning for that spot. So I think I've answered one more question for you over there. But if you do have any more questions about the Tata Sierra, you want to know more about this product, write into me. It's my promise and the Motorscribes promise that we answer every question that comes in on the Motorscribes channel.